The big story, reversing course.
Big developments in the UAW GM strike. The automaker now saying it will continue health care coverage for striking workers.
General Motors just 9 days ago telling the union it would cut off benefits. But GM now making that U-turn, saying benefits will stay in place and that employee health and well-being are top priorities.
The union firing back in this letter, accusing General Motors of toying with the lives of hundreds of thousands of UAW families. 7 Action News reporter Jim Kurtzner has been on this from the very beginning, and he's live at the picket line in Warren. And Jim, you're getting some mixed reaction about this out there.
That's right, Glenda. The letter you referenced, the union criticizes the company, saying this reversal was done because of public pressure, that the original move was shameful. I talked with an expert at Wayne State University who's been watching a high-stakes battle between the big company and big labor.
You can easily condemn it, but think of it, they didn't have to do this either.
Many looked at the move by GM last week to stop paying for health care as hardball, 2 days into the strike. UAW said today GM was toying with the lives of hundreds of thousands of workers and their families.
The move today to pay for the health care is a dog and pony show by the company to try and get the community on their side and get their sympathy. And I don't think they're looking out for the workers at all.
The criticism included Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders in town yesterday.
The working people of this country are not looking sympathetically today to General Motors, I'll tell you that.
They didn't have to do this either. Whether they made a mistake previously or not, we can always, with hindsight, judge that they shouldn't have done that. But they made that decision, and now they made a decision to reverse it, which is, to me, a positive sign that they want to do what they can to stimulate these talks.
To be clear, the workers did not go without health care coverage. The move forced the UAW to pay for continuing coverage through COBRA with union strike funds that also pays workers $250 a week to cover picket line duty.
I think the PR for them was pretty bad, so they had to come back and they realized the damage they were doing to the community. It's not just the people out here, they have families behind them.
I thought it was kind of a cheap move to do that versus leave it on until at least the end of the month, because it's paid bi-monthly.
Now, my union sources at the top also question, is this going to stand, or is GM going to change its mind again, especially if this strike goes on? And is this a sign that they're close to a deal? Not necessarily. I'll explain that part of the story next hour at 6. Live in Warren, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
Thanks so much, Jim, and stay with 7 Action News on air and online for continuing coverage of the ongoing talks between the United Auto Workers and General Motors. The strike's impact here in Metro Detroit, we have that and more.